Okay, so I'm getting ready to make a headband bonnet. Now for this one, I think I'm gonna do well, I don't want to do it too large, but I don't have my stencil. Generally I use my stencil to make sure I got the right size. So today I think I'm gonna do one that's about 14 inches, and I'm just gonna take my little tape here. Hope you can see me. And I'm gonna do it like this here. So that's gonna be 14 inches. And this piece of fabric is pretty large, so it's folded in half. So with the 14 inches, it's really gonna be like 28 inches. Gotta multiply that. But anyway, it's folded in half. And this is always gonna be my corner because we're making a circle. And I'm gonna do 14 inches, like I said. And I'm gonna do my first cut on this side. Get my scissors. And if you need to, sometimes I'll just grab a weight so I can keep it in place when I don't have my stencil. Yeah, headband bonnet. So what I want to do, I'm gonna make a headband, and then I'm gonna do like a 1-layer bonnet because it's hot. I know a lot of people like the reversible, but most of the people during the time I've been making them, they love the headband. So that's my 14 inch right there. I'm gonna cut that, and then I'm gonna do 14 inches going up. And generally with the 14 inches, that's like a that's still a pretty big one, like if you got hair that you want to cover. So I'm gonna cut this snip up here. Probably can't see it, but that's what we got going on. Okay, so to make it, generally what you do if you don't have a pattern, you take the 14 inches like this and you go and you mark off and go around like this until you get all the way to the other side. So it's like, I guess you could say you finding the radius. Remember back in math a long time ago? Thank you. You basically finding a radius. You going around like this until you get all the way to the other end. But today I'm not getting ready to do all that. I'm gonna go ahead and cut it because I gotta I ain't gonna be here long. I gotta go work. So I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna go around. Now it's a little jagged, but the reason why I really don't care about how it looks is because I'm gonna use my serger. All of this is scrap, trash. I can't really do nothing with that. So because I had this one, and you can see it's pretty big. It's a big circle. I'm gonna fold it again so you guys can see it. Is it perfect? Absolutely not. I ain't made a I've been making them for a long time. I don't think I ever made a perfect one. But anyway, so that's what we got going on right here. Fix this so you can see it. Okay. So it's basically 1/4 of a circle. All right. So what I like to do is use my serger when I make these, because to me it's like a one-step thing. You don't have to flip-flop from your machine, your sewing machine. You just do everything right here. So generally I have it normally 3 going across, but to do this next step, I'm gonna go ahead and put it at 3, 4, 3, 3, and that's gonna help me gather my fabric some. You can always gather it with a regular sewing machine. I'm not doing that today. I'm gonna leave this up here. So put it on my serger. I'm gonna slow down because my table wobbling. I might have to move my phone. I like to go fast. But anyway, so yeah, I'm just gonna go around the entire perimeter of this And because I don't want my table to rock, I'm gonna have to go slow. So y'all gonna have to bear with me. Generally, I have a video. You know, videos do it way faster. So. And as you can see, I don't normally do live, so I'm trying to get it right. Thank you for the likes. Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna have to move a little faster because it's gonna take forever if I don't. Hope I'm not shaking too much. But anyway, what I'm doing right now, I'm just going around the entire perimeter, and what it's gonna do is basically serging the perimeter for me. That way it's less work I gotta do. Oh, we rocking. Yes. Let me stop. Yeah, I might have to put my camera on the floor the next time. The thing rocking. But anyway. Because this one is so big, it's going to take a while to get around to the other side. Alright, I'm almost on the other side. Okay, so generally to remove my fabric from here, I wait till I get close to the point that it's about to join, and I fold it, put a little triangle right here, and I keep going. And I can pull it off. So that basically gave me a good little beginning. Now, of course, with your regular sewing machine, you can serge it much tighter, but with this is just fine. So I'm gonna make my headband part next. So generally, you would, of course, measure your head, the circumference of your head. Now, I got a big head, so mine is like at least a 22. But because this fabric is real stretchy, I can do it at 20 inches. So it's going to be 20 inches wide, depending on how far you want it to. So say if you want it to be like right here, that's 3 inches. So you're going to double that. So it'll be a 6-inch headband. And half of that inch is going to come off like through the serger. So I will fold it double like that. So let me get into my 20 inches. Okay, let me see. Let's see what I got so far. So from here to here, that's too wide. So half of 20, of course, is 10. So I need to fold this into 10 inches to get where I needed to go. Okay. All right. This is irritating. Okay. So hopefully I can get it to lay the way I need it to lay. All right. So this is too big. Let me pull it back. Some more. A lot more. Okay, that look a little better. So from here to here, that's about 12. Okay. All right, I think we finally got the 10 inches. Okay, that's good. So that's gonna be how wide it's gonna be. So when we're measuring up, that's how thick this part is going to be. So I'm going to go from here to here, and that's going to be 6 inches. Get my fabric scissors. So I'm pretty much going to cut from here, and then I'm going this way. Of course, you can always use one of those square measuring tools, but I just hopped up here right quick, and like I said, I won't stay long. So yeah, that's my square. Let me go ahead and clean it up a little bit because I know it's a little jagged on the side. I'm gonna take my weights so it don't move while I'm trying to trim some of this off. Okay. All right, so this is my headband. It's already in half. I'm gonna fold it this way, and then I'm going to serge it from here to there. Now you can pin it, you can clip it, do what you want to do. I'm just gonna grab like 2 clips right quick and put it up there, and put it back on 3 because I'm not gathering anymore. And I'm going to go ahead and serge some of this off. This is my headband so far, and then what I'm going to do next is fold it in half again. So when I fold it in half, generally I want that that seam right there to be together, and then of course I'm gonna fold the rest of it I'm gonna add some more clips to it. And that's just so it don't move, because I'm actually about to take both of these together and join them. So let me grab some more clips. Now this is the difference between doing it on a serger. Doing it on a serger, this gather is really wide. If you were to use the sewing machine, it would make it much tighter. But because I'm not doing that, this is basically how I'm choosing to do it. Okay, so now it's time to start clipping this together. Now this is the tedious part, because a lot of times when you go around the head, you want to make sure you're doing it wide enough to fit here, but your headband is going to, you know, hold on to your head like that right there. So I'm gonna go ahead, and you want to make sure that you're clipping it on the side, like right here. So I just basically pulled it up, and because it's so wide, you're going to be kind of like pleating it a little bit to make sure it fits into your headband. So it is a little bit tedious and time consuming. However, if you continue to pleat all the way through, you're going to have you something real cute. Okay. Well, I got to take me a sip of my soda because I'm doing a lot of talking. Okay. So, now again, like I said, you don't have to use a serger to do it. This is just how I like to do it. And it does take a while to go ahead and add everything around the perimeter, but it's the way that has been easier for me to achieve the look that I've been looking for when it comes to these. And I think I'm gonna run out of clips because I don't know where the rest of my clips at. But add them together is basically what I'm doing. So I'm basically combining the size of this wide bonnet into the headband. And yes, it's tedious. It take a long time sometimes, but the reason why I do this one this way is because if you do it with the sewing machine, a lot of times you'll end up with a lot of frayed edges, and I really just don't like working with a lot of frayed edges, so it was easier for me to do it this way. Okay, so I got half of it done, and a lot of this is still out, and I ran out of clips. So what we're gonna do is go ahead and start on it, and then I'll just come back and clip the other half. Do a half and half. So of course I always start on a piece that doesn't have any clips because I have to pull the clips off. And then I like to move it over a little bit. That way, if it's anything that's not joined together, I can go ahead and just make sure everything, because it's basically 3 layers. I want all 3 layers in there together. Put my thing up. And yes, I am someone standing up, y'all. That piece off because that's only half of it, because remember I ran out of clips. I need to give you some more clips. Send me some clips. Anyway, so yeah, all right, that's just basically showing you how it looks. Just from that half, that side is coming together really nicely. Okay, go ahead and do the other side. And then it'll be just pretty much done, you know. So I'm gonna pleat this and keep on going. Yes, I love clips. Let me tell you something. I need to get me some more clips, honestly. But when I first started sewing, and I basically taught myself by watching YT, I that's what I did. Like, but it depends on what type of fabric you're using. It just make it so much easier. Like when I'm making clothes, I don't use pins hardly ever unless I really have to. Okay, I'm coming to the end. I'm coming to the end, y'all. So everything is together on that side, and I'm gonna go ahead and stitch that part up. Let me cut this off. And yeah, I'm old school. I really don't have those little teeny cute little scissors. I'm gonna get me some. But I love my sharp scissors. I had these for since 2015. My first really good pair. And I got them from Fine Fabrics. And I want to say Dawson. Is it on Dawson Boulevard in Georgia? And I've been rolling with them ever since. Okay. And every time I go there, they're shopping for free. I'm so mad at her. Oh, you know what? I got this one cause I have another one over here, but I can't find the plug. But this one I want to say around 2020 or right before the prices started going up a lot, and it wasn't that bad. It was like $1.99, and yeah, I love it. I love it. I mean, when I get to the point where I can get some, real good ones. But for right now, yeah, I like this one. And honestly, I want to say my first one I bought used, but I got some. It was like gently used. The person hardly ever used it, and I think I paid like $100 for it. That was my very first surgery, and I think that's the one right there. So this is the one that I bought out of pocket, and I love it. I like it. Right, right. And then you want to make sure that they're separated, like the bonnet part is down here, because you don't want to sew it up under there the opposite way. And I got to the end pretty fast, because I guess because it's halfway. Okay, there we go. So I finished it, and anytime you have anything that's like sketchy about the outside, the good thing about using the serger is you can always go back around. Yes, let me tell you, what's your name? Armina? Am I saying it right? Most of the time when you see women wear them, they're wearing the ones with the headband on it. So, okay, I'm saying it right. But, so, I used to sell a lot of bonnets on Etsy, but I don't sell on Etsy anymore. Long story. But anyway, I still do have I have a TikTok page for my bonnet collection, which is Beautiful Bonnet Babes. Now, the satin reversibles, they sell a lot. Honestly, around the holiday time, it was a really big gift, it was a big gift item. So the people, if you set them at a decent price, and of course if you make them good, the elastic is good, they're very profitable. But honestly, I wanted to, I guess you could say in a way, take a poll to see how many people prefer these versus the others. What? I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. Some type of weird notification. But so this is the type that I use for the satin ones. That's a troll. You know what the funny thing is? I seen it in another chat and I'm sitting there looking stupid reading like. Anyway, so this is the roll that I use, and this one is super stretchy. I'm gonna tell you something. I messed up and switched up this in between making orders during Christmas. They chewed me up, and I had to go. I literally remade them and resent them. But this right here, I got this spool from Amazon, and it's only like, I think it was only like $10 when I bought it. But anyway, so more people like them, and the thing is, it depends on who you selling to. You can't please everybody. It's just hard. Like this big one right here, somebody will really love it. But if you go to an older person and they like, I don't got that much hair, they ain't gonna do it. I'm gonna take this off. I got rods in my locks, but I'm gonna go ahead and try it on because I want y'all to see. Girl, I like my hair to air dry, honey. You know what I'm saying? Yes. But I'm gonna go ahead and put this on, make sure everything good, because I don't want that snapping and looking crazy. But yeah, it's looking good. And yes, I got a big head, so if it can fit my head, you definitely can make them for other people's heads. So it's pulled up a little bit. You can pull it back, and bam, that's what we got going on. So yeah, and when I make these, a lot of times I'll go check out Wally's the little rolls. It depends on how committed I'm gonna be to it. So this one was I think this was one that I had a long time ago, like in my stash, and I just started making them. And that's, it took me a while. Like the first set that I made with the regular machine, and I used a straight stitch, and they started popping. So when you make them, you got to make sure they fit all this right here. That's the key to them. So this part right here, when you gathering it, I don't mind it being wide up here, because I know for sure it's going to fit when I, basically I'm putting it through, how can I say this? The headband is my guide when I use it for this. So if I know my headband is 20 inches wide and all I got to do is gather the rest in, that's it. But yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah, you got any questions? Because I'm getting ready to go. Gracious, me and you, it's like we having a meeting. But I really enjoy being able to do this. I might be able to jump back on Monday, because the weekend is kind of busy with my other paying gig. But yeah. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I'm gonna try to put a time up here. More than likely it might be in the morning. After a while, I will be able to find out, who's able to join and who's not able at certain times, and I might just extend it, to different times. Because I do want to start doing some of my sewing projects up here. I make a lot of stuff. Like the head wrap I just took off. I made it. I need to put it back on. But I'm going to leave it on while I'm here. That way people can see what I made, I guess. Okay, well, it's been really great kicking it with you guys. I got to get ready to go so I can go make me some money, y'all. Girl, I forgot how to do it. I ain't did it in so daggone long. Me too. Like, I listen, I feel the same way. It's been a long time since I've done a live. Just do it. Hit the button and go, girl. We're going to have to link up and join each other. Do you have 1,000 followers up here? Did it? Cannot see nothing. Girl, wait a minute. Pull this thing closer. I really can't see. Oh, there it is.